Woo! What's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. Let me get my hat straight. Look all goofy over here with a crooked hat and a reflection. I can't tell which is which. Um, yeah, I think like I need to straighten that bill up a little bit. Work on that bill a little bit. Anyway, we'll do that later. How's everybody doing out there today? How's it going? If you guys don't know, come and go. That's a Iowa tradition. Um, if you run into Iowa, be sure to come and go. Be sure to come and go. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Do a little Mother's Day presentation here. Thanks for all the support and all the everything. Just thankful for everything. Everybody hit that like button. Bam, bam, bam. Get on that before you get started. And if you can share it out, share it out. I'd like to see 100 people in here. That's my goal today. 100 people in this live show. I'm gonna give it all I got. I'm like a rock star. I'm gonna leave it all out here on the stage and pass out when it's over from just sheer exhaustion. Um, Trying not to get dehydrated. We'll drink some fluids. Not sponsored by Loves, but I got the cup. Let's see. What are we talking about today? Saw two idiots almost getting a fight at Love's today. Um, they tried to walk past each other, and one guy wouldn't give the other guy any room, so they kind of like bumped into each other, and then they was all like blah, 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 blah. And I'm sorry I didn't get it on film for you. My phone battery was dead, and I left it in the truck. I'll never let that happen again. But it was funny because the one guy, they went outside. One guy, he walked off, and he said he kept yapping. You know how them guys do. They talk on the way out. You know what I mean? He was one of those guys. Meh, meh, meh. And he said, next time I'll just run you over. So he went outside, and then the next guy, the other guy, he came running out the door behind him, and I was right behind him. Because I'm watching it. I don't care what you say. You know what I mean? They was both little. They was both little dudes. You know what I mean? They was probably 100 pounds each. And I thought, if one of them wants to say something to me, I'll bonk their heads together like two coconuts. You know what I mean? I'll turn this scene into a Three Stooges situation. You know what I mean? I'll say, you're Larry, you're Curly, bank. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm out there watching them argue in the parking lot. And I'm literally standing 3 foot away from them. I don't care. Everybody else was like, "Oh God, are they going to fight?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, they're going to fight." But turns out neither one of them had enough sack to fight over it. So, but went back inside. And the guy behind the counter says, "Here's your fuel receipts or whatever." And I was like, "Damn, I came for fuel, but I got a show." And then the one old guy, they were both like 60-year-old truckers, like full of coffee and cigarettes, like 50 pounds each probably. And the guy came over to me and he goes, "What did you say?" And I got right up in his face and I said, "I came for fuel, but I got a show." And he says, "Oh, just another smartass, right?" And I told him, I said, "Buddy, unless you know kung fu, you might want to just walk away." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had bigger boyfriends than you when I was in the joint. I'm just saying. Like, it was funny though. I like it. I said it looked like two kittens fighting over a nipple. You know what I mean? It was about that dangerous. That scene got about that dangerous. So, yeah, that's how my day went. I thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean? Um, I always say like two kittens fighting over a nipple. These old truck drivers out here just like, get over it. Like, number one, like, they were both racist. They both said racist stuff to each other. One was black, one was white, and it was both being racist. And I was like, well, like, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. So I would imagine they didn't want to give room because they were racist and thought I'm superior. But it's like, whatever. But it was a fun time at Love's this morning. Sorry I didn't get that recorded for you guys. If you could hit that like button, like I said, let me know if the audio's good. I don't know. I got horrible internet here. Let me know what you got going on. I don't even want to turn my phone on right now because the glitching could start if I do that. Let me just make sure it is charging. I don't want that battery to go dead on me while I'm doing this. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if it's coming through okay. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Let me get you a Mudflap ticker going. There you go. If you need Mudflap, check out Mudflap. Number one in the house, my boy Gary Bates. Gary Bates, number one. Hashtag thumbs up poop emoji. That's what he do. Jerome Jones says, come big money at my mama's house. Treated her for breakfast on Mother's Day. That's a good boy. That's how we living. That's how we living. I sent my mom a couple gifts. I wasn't able to make it there on Mother's Day, but a good son sends your mom something. A great son shows up. I'm just saying. Grade 8 transportation. Good evening, Cash and Chad. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Man versus Road. That detention starts in 1 minute. Hey, I was right on time today, man. As soon as that thing said 0 seconds till your live starts, I was clicking that button. Thanks for stopping by. Channel member RN in the house. How's it going? It's going good. Like I said, I got a show in Loves today. That's always nice. You know, when you can get entertainment for free. It really was a battle of the idiots. This is so funny, the stuff they were saying to each other. I smoke more Marlboros than you. Oh yeah, well I drink more coffee than you. You know what I mean? It's like, both of you shut up. Oh man. It's good times, good times. Hot seat in the house. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you stopping by. Tyler J in the house. What up? What up, Tyler J? Joshua, I think that's how I say that. Joshua in the house. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. That's true that. Gary Bates says, ouch, at the Iowa 80. Come on with that Iowa 80. Go in there and look at all that pretty chrome. And they got a lot of stuff in there. I like stopping there, but I've been there enough. I don't really make it a point to stop at the Iowa 80 anymore. I did stop at the Come and Go yesterday. Come and Go. I wanted the red and black one, but they didn't have any more, so I had to get this one. But that's what it is. It is what it is. Thanks for stopping by, Tyler J. Vic Med in the house. Happy Mother's Day to all the truckers' mothers. Yeah, it's not easy being the mother of a trucker, let me tell you. I mean, I'm not personally, I don't know personally, but I can imagine that's not an easy gig. You know, a lot of stress involved in that. Never know where you're at, what you're doing. But thanks for stopping by, Vic Med. Who we got here? Rory Enterprises, LLC, channel member. Thank you very much. Made the live. Yeah, I'd like to see 100 people in here. That's my goal. Let's crank it up to 100. And we talk about whatever anybody wants to talk about. If you guys got something special on your mind you'd like to talk about, let me know. And we will get right into it. I'm going to try to keep caught up on the comments and not get an hour behind on it like I normally am. So I'm going to try to stay high and tight on it. But, you know, I like to ramble a little bit. I get off track a little bit. So that could happen. Just saying that could happen. James Woodcock in the house. What up, people? Thanks for stopping by, James. We appreciate you. Sal's in the house. What up, Uncle Cash? What up, everyone? Not much. I'm done for the day. I put in my 200 miles today. I did most of this load Friday and yesterday. Basically, I'm babysitting frozen food. It was like 700 miles. Picked it up Friday afternoon. Got to deliver it Monday. So we're basically getting paid to babysit frozen food. It's the way it is sometimes. I think my reefer unit's been running like since I got here. It's kind of hot over here. Kind of hot in this parking lot. East Texas Trucker in the house. What up? What up? Will Bond. What up, Cassius King Associates and fans? Keep on trucking. Truckers, keep this country rolling. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. It's getting tougher and tougher every day, though. That's for sure. Man alive. Like fuel and all. What a crapshoot. With both feet says, hey, Sloppy Joe. How are y'all? How y'all? All great. Okay. Yeah, with both feet in the house. I believe his stripper name was Summer Sausage, if I don't believe. If I believe I'm correct there. We used to dance at the same club. I was Sloppy Joe. He was Summer Sausage. Used to have an amazing blonde wig he used to wear. They called him Summer Sausage. Your lane logistics in the house audio is good. Thank you very much. I was kind of worried about that because I got the windows down a little bit. It's warm here, but there's a good breeze, so I'm trying to take advantage of that, cool the truck down, because when it's bedtime, I want it to be cool in here. Last night was very tough with the wind and the rock in the truck, and the wind was blowing so hard, it woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning. It was banging my pigtail and my airlines against the back of the truck because the wind was like coming in at an angle. I got up, I was like, what in the heck is that noise? And after I sit there for a second, like I could kind of feel it hitting the back of the truck. So, the Reefer has went into high mode, high capacity mode. That means it's probably getting ready to kick off for a minute. I do have this frozen food on start and stop. It is 75 degrees here, so maybe I should just leave it on continuous, but it's been cutting off and staying off, so it's a full trailer load. It's stacked very high all the way to the back, so I have thermal mass and working in my favor. Grafton's in the house, very logical. Thank you very much. Vic Med says, Cash, I'm racist to truckers wearing caps. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Nobody wants to see my bald head. I don't have thick, luxurious hair like Vic Med does. There's some days I'd give about anything for a nice thick head of hair. Thinking about getting that keeps.com, rubbing that stuff on my head. We'll see how that goes. I'll let you know if I get it and how it works. E60 Trigger, this is what happens when truckers cannot throw a rock and get $4 a mile. Yeah, we are there. We are officially there. We are in real trucking now. Man, wish that thing would kick off. I hate hearing it run on high mode like that all the time. I'll run out the gate with some comedy. Yeah, I try what I can. Yeah, Big Med. He's doing it. Big Rigger 61 channel member. Thank you, sir. Says, and everybody was kung fu fighting. Yeah, it was so funny because when the guy ran after the other guy outside, the lady behind the counter at Love said, "Oh no," and I went, "Oh yeah." I mean, I was like Kool-Aid. I was like, "Let's get it on." I'm an instigator. I'm sorry, I kind of am. I have a tattoo of Woody Woodpecker right here because it's kind of how I am. I'm kind of the instigator. You know what I mean? Like I like to stir the pot a little bit. I'm not saying it's always right, but that's just how I am naturally. And with those two, like I said, nobody gonna hurt nobody. I mean, hell, like their arms were basically skin and bones. They didn't have no muscle mass to them, so I don't think them two was gonna hurt everybody. But yeah, I told old boy if he didn't know some kung fu, he better just shut up, and go on, because like, I mean, if he knew some real kung fu, I might be in trouble. But other than that, like, whew. I probably had a good 150 pounds on him. I probably would have held him down and hit him with his own hands and said, "Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself." I'd have done that. Oh, man. E60 Trigger says, I have to wear a ball cap. I don't know what to do with my hair. Yeah, I do it to cover my lack of hair is why I'm on there. My God, that reefer unit needs to cut off. It is running high capacity right now. I'm not digging. I know that thing just sucking fuel. When that trailer runs high capacity, it pulls 1.1 gallon per hour. This new thermoking I got, man, it's got a ton of data in it. You can see how much data, you can like reset all these trips on it to see how much fuel you burnt during the day, how much fuel you burnt per trip. It's pretty cool. I think I'm going to start keeping up with some of that for a video. Some real life data. Speaking of data, thanks everyone for clicking on my survey I put up. If you guys don't know, go to my community tab. I have a survey up. It's called "What do you consider cheap freight?" Excuse me. It's "What do you consider cheap freight?" I would like to know because I got like 300 votes on that already, so I got me a pretty good mix of numbers there. And it's basically what's the minimum rate you would haul for on like an 800-mile load going into an average area. What would you do? What would you do that for? Uh, 250 a mile seems to be the winner right now. Nobody wants to go less than 250. It seems about right. I mean, it's tough these days to make money for anything less. Um, is that reefer too loud? If it's too loud, I can turn it off. It's only frozen food. No, I mean I can roll the windows up. Matter of fact, I think I will anyway. Drowned out some of it. Hell, it's loud for me. It's got to be loud for you. Um, and then it cuts off the minute I damn roll up the window. You believe that? Let's do a little timer. Let's do a timer. How long will it stay off? Timer, stopwatch, go. Okay. So when that kicks back on, I'll see how long it was off. I like to do stuff like this. I'm a data junkie. He's my favorite character on Star Trek Next Generation. In Your Lane Logistics LLC, looking to haul Department of Defense freight as a team driver. Thoughts and advice. If you can get it, get it. That is good money in that. You're always going to have work, but the sad thing is most of the time it is team freight. They want that freight moving. They don't want it sitting at a truck stop for 10 hours. So if you can get the team thing worked out and you can do it, hell yeah, more power to you. Get after it. Grade 8 Transportation says, I used to own a custom manure hauling business. At a meeting one time, another guy walked in, looked everyone over, and said to his buddy, here's a room full of men with disappointed mothers. Oh, my God. Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you got a business like that, it ain't glamorous, but damn, those are the businesses that just make money. They just make money. Hauling light, easy freight. You're competing with the PAM transports and the Western Expresses. It's like sometimes the best businesses are doing what no one else wants to do. There's a reason the mafia gets into sanitation. Sanitation's always going to be damn good money. It's always going to be there. No matter what you charge, people want their damn trash gone. They want it out of their house, and they're going to pay you to do it. So, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Jackknife says, man, burning that $6 a gallon fuel in that Reefer unit. Yeah, in the Reefer unit. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely burning some $4.80 a gallon I bought fuel for this morning. $4.80 a gallon I got fuel in Missouri. Jackknife, yeah, Reefer, we got you. I can figure some of them out. Vert's Videos in the house. Everybody go check out Vert's Videos. Come on with it. Mike says, sounds about right. Yeah, thank you. This Trucking Life, that thumbnail, yeah. Yeah, I'm Kitty from the 70s show. I think of her as one of the great mothers on TV. She was always funny, and she always had a good moral compass. She kind of protected the boy when he needed it and let him have it when he didn't. So I always thought she was a good mom. Just a number says, hey y'all, sitting here in the shop lounge with the Qualcomm Blues. Ouch. And a few loose screws. Oh man, sorry about your Qualcomm qualms. I have no qualms when it comes to Qualcomm. I'm Cassius King, formerly known as Keep Trucking ELD. Anybody like how the ELD Keep Trucking changed their name to Motive or something like that? I don't know. Why you got to change your name for? Vic Mid in the house, a 60-year-old dude, man, would have been a funny fight. Yeah, there was like two older gentlemen. They were like 60. They were old enough to know better, but too dumb to care, I guess you would say. It was. I just wish I could have recorded the argument. Oh, I would have put that on YouTube so fast, like that would have been uploaded immediately. Hell, I might have just went live. And showed it all live. It was so funny. Like, it was the most dumbest argument you've ever heard of. Just, and you knew good and well. You could tell by watching them. Neither one of them was going to throw a punch. Like, Just two older gentlemen that should have just, you know, just from a different era, should have just went their separate ways, but instead they, I guess one of them was having a bad morning and the other one was having an even a rougher morning. So whatever. They was getting ready to duke it out. And I was going to be front row. Like, I mean, I was in the middle of getting my fuel receipts from mine didn't print out, so I had to go in and ask them to print it. And like literally, I just dropped everything and went out with them. I was like, oh, if they're gonna fight, I'm gonna watch it. Like, I don't get much excitement out here on this trucking game. I'm gonna watch this. Killian's Trucking in the house. It's YouTube Mike. What's up? What's up, YouTube Mike? Killian's Trucking. Everybody check out Killian's Trucking. He's got a YouTube channel. Vic Med's got a YouTube channel. East Texas Trucker has a YouTube channel. Check these guys out. If you guys want to drop your links, by all means, drop your links. We're all friends here. We can help each other. East Texas Trucker says, seems the consensus was 250. Yeah, 250 was like almost 40% of that survey. So I got a video I got coming out about that later this week, because I put out a video last Monday called Sell Everything. Is it time to sell everything or something like that? I can't remember what it was. But a lot of people on that video said, yeah, there's just too many people out here hauling cheap freight. And cheap freight's always been one of those things to me. Well, what's cheap freight to you? Because during the month of April, my fuel cost averaged 64 cents a mile fuel cost. So, a buck 50 is pretty low to me, but I can still make like a little bit of money at a buck 50. I really wouldn't want to go buck 50. $2, I could turn a decent profit at $2 a mile. 250, pretty good profit, but I always say it like this. I build my business to be able to operate at a low cost, but I don't want to operate at a low cost. I don't build it to run at a low cost so I can run at a low cost. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to compete with the JB Hunts and the Knight Swifts, the CR Englands. I'm not here to compete with those guys, but I like to keep my operation costs low, if that makes any sense. Mike says, what up, Hollywood? All right, guess you guys know each other. Mike, do you have a trucking channel? I don't know if I've seen you before. Sorry if I haven't. Killian's Trucking says, chilling at the house, gotta go to ATL 6:30 a.m. Ouch. Depends on what part, and maybe it won't be too bad if you get in there. Holler at you shortly. All right. Mike says, sounds like you're living the good life, Killian's. Yeah, no doubt. It'd be nice to be at home right now on a Mother's Day. Be pretty sweet to be home on Mother's Day. I don't get that a whole lot. Killian's trying my damnedest. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. John Connolly in the house. I think I got that name right. Connolly. Yeah, maybe. Evening all. Thanks for stopping by, John. I appreciate you. With both feet says, hey, Killian, you got any new videos coming up? I like what you're doing down there. Keep the faith, brother. Yeah. Yeah, you got to put them videos out, man. People want them videos. Kelly Patterson, channel member in the house. Kelly's got a channel. If you guys don't know, it's not under Kelly's name. It's under 18 Wheel Shelf. Check it out. Check it out. In Your Lane Logistics says, have you heard anything about driving for Forward Air? Forward Air. You're probably going to do a line haul for most of it. Forward Air is kind of like they do some LTL. I put them in a category with like Roadrunner. Who else? It's like a selective LTL network, like they got trucks that'll go around, pick up the freight, bring it back to the hub, and then you run it hub to hub. Forward Air also does some work for like logistics. I think they got some dedicated customers. For the most part, it does seem to pay a little better than like your normal $1 a mile lease purchase thing. But they are on a fixed rate. I do believe they pay like a fixed rate per mile, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. People I've heard talk about it, it seems to be lightweight freight most of the time. Most LTL shuttle moves like terminal to terminal are usually a little lighter than average. So Yeah, forward air. That's all I really know about them. I know a buddy of mine that run teams wanted to go over there at one time, but I guess they didn't want a team. They're splitting up. Not splitting up, but it was a husband and wife team, and she didn't want to be on the road anymore, so he just went and got a solo job. But they told me a little about it because they looked into it. 50 people in the house. Thanks everybody for dropping by and hanging out with me. Hit that like button if you could. We're trying to get 100 people in here. 100 people. Let's see if we can do it. Share it out if you have the option to share it out, and that kind of stuff. Let's change up the color here. Maybe blue will get more people in here. I don't know. I don't know what the thought on that would be, but whatever. E60 Trigger says, I met a girl at Waffle House last week. Come on with it. Smothered and covered. Talked for a good hour. She's an owner-operator, has a W-900, and runs military contract step deck. Also happens to run a fleet of 12 other W-900s. Come on with it. That's impressive. That's impressive. You never know about people out here. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. You just never, ever know. Could be rich, could be poor. Just no way to know. All right, the reefer just kicked back on. Whew, that was only off for like 10 and a half minutes. Ouch. Ouch. It might be time to just turn that thing on to continuous. What would you guys do? Just turn it to continuous and be done with it? Because if it's only kicking off for 10 minutes and running, it might be better off just let it run continuous. Captain Cleaner Wiener in the house says, so I'm sitting at the Denny's and the guy at the booth next to me had been there an hour and a half parked at the fuel pump. Oh, can't stand those people. Can't stand those people. E60 Trigger, she asked to take a picture with me and I didn't get her number. Oh, man. Always get them digits. Fall back on them digits, you know what I mean? Boost you. I'm going to tell you something else. It'll just boost your testosterone, just getting them digits. It's a proven fact. Talking to a girl will boost your testosterone, dog. It's like a free injection of testosterone. I think that's why these old dudes mac on the girl at the counter over there at the Petro. JD Jeff in the house, Atlanta to North Carolina. Get it done. Come on with it. Thanks for stopping by. Kelly Patterson says operational cost, low profit. Operational cost, low profit, high. Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. That's what we're shooting for. Great 8 Transportation stopping by says East Texas Trigger. Does your carrier know about the competition for your truck? Ooh, that's a good question. You think that's why she was macking on him? You think she was trying to mac for a mac? Come on with it, macking for macs. Maybe that's what she do. Maybe that's how she recruits them. Reels them in with a little hash browns and then, leases them on. With both feet says, here's some junk videos with a couple interesting moments. Okay, is that your channel? Is that what we doing here? East Texas Trigger says, Great 8, what you mean? Yeah, she was trying to mac that truck, dog. She's trying to mac that truck. Joshua says, I've been seeing those cab over DAF trucks on flatbeds. Are those modern European cab overs legal in the U.S.? I have no idea about that. I seen a really, really nice cab over for sale today. If I would have had the time, I most definitely would have went and looked at a cab over for sale. What do you guys think about cab overs? I would not want one for my full-time truck. I would want to keep a conventional truck with the full big, double bunk sleeper. I'm a double bunk sleeper type of guy all day. I like a lot of storage, but I am wanting to buy a cab over for YouTube. Just saying. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to buy a cab over. Now, I know those Argosy Freightliners, there were some of those back in the day. I wish I'd have bought one of those. They were building those. They were getting them from Australia, bringing them over here and building them as a glider kit. And, man, I wish I'd have got one of those. Those things were freaking awesome. I love that. Cab over. You get, typically they come with like a Detroit 60, 10 speed, 13 speed. Yeah, go way to be. Go way to be. And you get a Freightliner Argosy. I know they turned a lot of them into car haulers for the ability to stretch the frame and still have a shorter truck and haul cars on the back and pull a trailer. But yeah, I would like to have one of those Freightliner Argosies. I may buy one of those and cut the frame and shorten the frame. You know what I mean? Could do that. Could do that. Or if I'm just doing this for a YouTube truck, hell, I could leave the frame at 300 inches. You know what I mean? Just a truck to haul like a load a month with, just something like that. I'd pay the insurance on it you run a load or two a month, you make some profit. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Buy a cab over for the YouTube channel? YouTube channel ain't quite making that kind of money yet, but we getting there. We're going to stay grinding it out. I'm not giving up. I am not giving up on making YouTube videos. Like say, he'll gain like 500 subscribers this week alone. Got some good videos coming out this coming week. I think they'll do good. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's see, where was we at? Did I mess something up here? Let's see. Agent Florida Boy says, hello, Cash is King and chat. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you in here. Grade 8 Damn. That caught me off guard. A little off guard. It's pollen is crazy down here. Grade 8 transportation. Oh, yeah, he's talking about that competition for the truck. Jackknife TV. Okay, is that your link, Jackknife? Thank you very much. If it is, you go for it. Joshua says, I'm Sloppy Image, by the way. Changed my name. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know that. I was wondering who this new Joshua was. Good to know. Sterling's in the house. There's a good YouTube channel. Sterling, the man out there driving his Porsche around. Sterling's got a video where he's cruising around in a Porsche GT3, I think it was. Some of us got money like that. Some of us don't. Just saying, Sterling says, happy Yo Mama Day. Hi, Yo Mama Day. That's funny. Sterling says, since you said the cab over Fate will make a video on it tomorrow. Ain't that the damn truth? I love giving that guy a hard time. I've got a video with him that he says I should put it on the internet. I don't know. It's embarrassing as hell to him. I don't know why he wants me to put that out, but I might give it to him and let him put it out. I don't know. E60 Trigger says she actually laughed at me when I told her I drove a Mac, so maybe I never had a chance. Yeah, if a girl's got a W900, you gotta bullshit a little bit. You gotta tell her you gotta tell her you drive a Marmon. Say, I drive a Marmon. What you know about that? I got a Marmon. And she'll be like, whoa, a Marmon for reals? Oh, man. Jackknife TV says, I know where there's 10 of them right now, but they have the engine trans and driveline missing. This one was sharp, boy. I seen one at a truck stop yesterday. I got a picture of it. Whoa, man. That thing was chromed out like show quality. Grade 8 transportation should have told her looks don't matter. Ride quality is what counts. You're told her it ain't how many gears you got, it's how you shift them. Come on. Let's see how many of those I can do. It don't matter how tall your rubber is, it's how it rides. Come on. Let's see what else we got. It don't matter how long your wipers are, it's about how they swish. Am I right? Oh, man, I know there's some I'm missing there. Somebody pick up the sloppies on that. Come on. That's what she said. Let's see here. Great insurance session, or maybe you don't want to say that. Yeah, it depends. Depends. You never know. Get them numbers. James Woodcock says Tim Gentry is the YouTube cowbover man. Yeah, no doubt. Him and Trucker Style Sean. I would just like to have one to, like, fix it up a little bit, work on it here and there, take it to a show, just as a hobby. Just as a hobby that pays for itself, because I can make YouTube content about it and, make videos to make a little money. Take it to some shows, meet some people, network a little bit. That's why I would like to do it. But yeah, Tim Gentry is the man when it comes to cab overs. That guy gets it done. E60 Trigger says maybe wait for the economy to collapse before you buy your second truck. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing on that. If the economy collapses, why would I want a second truck? There's going to be no freight to haul. I get a lot of comments with people saying, oh, well, when the freight market, when trucks go down in price, I'm going to buy a truck. And I'm like, well, when trucks go down in price, freight sucks, so it's kind of like there is no great time to buy a truck unless you can time it really good and buy it when the economy's down right as it's coming out. Now, if you can do that, you did good. But for the most part, you buy a truck when you're ready to buy a truck. Maybe not at the beginning of the bottom, but who knows? I mean, we're in a bottom right now, and then we could be in it for a year. We could be out of it next week. Who knows? Who knows? He says, sure, says, great. I did tell her that, and she laughed. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, you can't tell a girl with a W900 nothing. She ain't already been told. I'm just saying. The only thing you could tell her is you drive a Marmon. A Marmon. That's how you pick up female truckers with a W900. You say, I got a Marmon. But then when she goes outside and she sees you Cascadia, I hope you made a good impression. Just saying. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. We're at 53 in the house. I would love to see 100 in here before we leave. We're at 56 now. Share the video out if you have an opportunity to share it out. If you're watching on a replay, thank you very much. Grade 8 Transportation is getting a laugh out of the situation. We're trying to think of some things you would tell a woman if she had a W900. We've come up with it's not about how many gears you got, it's how you shift it. It's not about how tall your rubber is, it's how it rides. It's not the size of the wiper, it's how it swishes. You guys hit me up. Let me know what we got. Diesel Dave just joined. Love the videos. Thanks, Diesel Dave. You're the man. I appreciate you. Everybody joining. Picked up a ton of subscribers this week. Nothing like a good video that gets spread around the internet a little bit to get you going. Got about 50,000 views, maybe more at this point on that video I put out Monday. That's rare for me. Normally I get like 1,000, 1,500 views of video. So we're doing it. But I definitely put in the work. This is live number 275, and there's a couple in there I did that I didn't even count because they weren't long enough. So we're at 275 legit. So hopefully everybody likes it. We're at 58 in the house. Come on, 100. Come on, big money. Sterling says, in about a month, I'm going flatbed. Puff, puff. You can keep the reefer, man. Didn't you just get a brand new trailer? How does that work? Was you renting that trailer? Because I remember you said this is a brand new trailer in that video you did the other day. So hopefully you're not selling a brand new trailer. Hopefully you're not taking a hit on it. I love flatbed, man. I love doing flatbed work. And, you never know. You just never know. I might buy me a flatbed and get into it. But right now, we're going to stick with this Reefer. I think Reefer's going to get a good rebound. A lot of people got into Reefer that were doing other things. Just people on YouTube. I know like Calvin Leake bought some Reefers and got into it. During the pandemic, it was a good thing to do. It was smart because there was Reefer trailers for cheap and there was a lot of work. And, and now even like Calvin, I think last video I watched of Calvin's, he went back to step deck. There's a lot of guys that did that. So if you got the flexibility to jump back and forth, you were in a good position. I tell you something I would like to do is become a mover, like bed bugger. But the problem is the training. You know what I mean? If you've got to go somewhere and train with somebody, you're pretty much giving the summer away. Like, you're not going to make good money for the summer. But there's a couple in Minnesota that are hiring right now, and man, they're paying some serious dough. Serious dough. And they basically want owner operators with white trucks. And I'm like, hey, I got me a white truck. And even if it wanted a different color, you get it wrapped or painted, hell, it ain't that big of a deal. But I'm thinking about like maybe moving into bed bugging if Reefer, doesn't rebound really good. But I don't know. I really like it where I'm at right now, so I hope not to have to change. But if I do, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about some bed bugging. Patrick's in the house. My uncle used to drive an international cab over in the 90s. Yeah, I bet he pulled numbers. I bet he got the numbers. Hound Dog in the house. What's up, Cash? What's up, Hound Dog? Thanks for stopping by. Simple Express in the house. Finally able to join a live. Yeah, I try to spread the lives out, do them all different times on different days. That way everybody gets a chance to join in at some point. And we're doing 52 in the house right now. Thanks, everybody. I do appreciate it. Jackknife TV says, Sterling Flatbed is doing pretty good. I switched around 3 weeks ago. 8,000 every week so far. Home every weekend. Plus, and better fuel mileage for my mid-roof. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you got the truck for it, that's for sure. That is for sure. Simple Express in the house. What is your opinion on lease purchase? Thinking about doing it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, here's my thoughts on it. If it's a big company that everybody knows the name of, don't do it, because they're going to rip you off in some way. They're eventually going to figure out a way to get you. That's just my opinion. I know some people do it and they make money at it, but here's the thing. If you can get your own truck and lease it onto a good carrier, you will make more money. I know that is hard to do right now. Trucks are stupid expensive. So if you can find a decent lease purchase from like maybe not a mega carrier and get into a decent truck at a decent rate, it might not be a bad idea right now if you can get like a newer, nicer truck, just saying. My thing is, here's my thing, percentage based. I do not like mile lease purchases. I do not like the mile thing. And you got to find somebody you can trust when you do percentage, because let me tell you, percentage is about trust, because they can easily doctor. I mean, I could doctor a rate con on my phone right now in about 2 minutes and send it over to you, and it'd be $1,000 less than what I got for it. So that's my thing. Trucker's Assistant Coach in the house. What up, Trucker's Assistant Coach? Thanks for stopping by. 55 in the house. Everybody hit that like button for me. Appreciate you. Share the video if you can share it. Sterling says, rented a Reefer, rolling into a lease purchase on a 53-foot spread. Come on with it. And I know you like that Pacific Northwest over there. How is that flatbedding over there in the winter? How is that? Okay, you had the Reefer rented. Okay, well, honestly, turning that Reefer back in probably saved you a ton of money right now, man. Those rented Reefers got expensive. They got crazy with the pricing on those rented Reefers. Jackknife TV says, get one of those cheap new lease purchases, like the $1,500 a week ones. Yeah, one of those cheap ones. Get the cheap one, $1,500 a week. Whew. Hey, shit, wow, $1,500 a week. Can you imagine $1,500 a week plus fuel? Probably another $1,500 a week on fuel. You're $3,000 in on the week before you even start making money. I'm going to tell you what I would do before I would do that. I would just go work for a 1099 company that paid like 70 cents a mile. You'll never own the truck, but you also don't have any headache in owning the truck. I mean, I'm not saying that's the perfect way to do it, but I would do that before I did a lease purchase from a mega carrier, for sure. Sean News in the house, $5. Thank you, sir. Good video, 100% or not, or percentage or nothing. Yeah, that's it. Percentage or nothing. I don't do mileage when it comes to I don't do mileage when it comes to lease purchases or any kind of truck purchase for that matter. But I also like controlling the asset. You know what I mean? Like if you can buy it yourself, buy it yourself. You'll never regret it. Versus a lease purchase where you get a year into it and then they start jacking you around and then you leave and you just paid off half of the truck in a year and then you didn't get nothing for it. When you walk away, they get to keep that truck or resell it or whatever. It's a gimmick that they win. E60 Trigger says, can we make Cash the Hoovy's Garage of Trucking YouTube? Yeah, I would love to do something like that. Buy old trucks and flip them and give them to people and sell a few here and there. Yeah, no doubt. I'm telling you right now, if my YouTube channel blows up where I'm making like 20 to 30 grand a month, like some of these guys, I swear to God, I don't really plan on changing too much about my life except for I want to put the mega carriers on blast. That'll be the first thing I do. And like truthfully exposing what the mega carriers do. And the second thing I'll do will be spotlighting more trucks. I'll go to more truck shows. We'll show you, it won't just be me walking around collecting merch. It'll be me showing like the ins and outs of what's new on the trucks and what features they have versus the old features. And me going to dealerships and test driving. I'll have more free time basically to do the things I want to do. Like I would love to go to these dealerships. Like when I shoot these videos of these trucks, typically I'm at the dealership because I'm getting a part or I'm trying to get something worked on, and I decide while I'm sitting there, instead of sitting in the lobby, I go out and shoot a video. But I would love to have the time to just go to a truck dealership and be like, give me the keys to every truck on the lot. I want to drive everything out there. And, walk around with a duffel bag full of hundreds and say, oh, you don't want to let me drive everything? Well, me, Cash and his cash will get back in my Toyota Avalon and bounce. Because a man with an 07 Avalon ain't playing. I mean, 07 Avalon, that's like old man money. You know what I mean? Like, that's old man money. I had somebody tell me one time, you never get pulled over in that car. I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. That's kind of an old man car. Captain Cleaner Winger said, when you're finished with her, put her in the river. Come on. Oh, my goodness. That is wrong on so many levels if you're talking about what I'm talking about. Jerry Rhymes, I never thought I would pay $1,000 to fill my tanks. Unreal. Yeah, I've yet to get one of those. Oh, I fear the day. I typically try to buy fuel every day. That way the fuel cost doesn't like break my heart, but it's the same at the end of the week, right? It does break my heart at the end of the week to buy fuel. Now, I was at Love's, I think it was the other day, and when I pulled up to the pump, I looked over. I don't know why. It's always a thing. I like to see what the guy before me bought, and this guy bought like 200 gallons. Not even 200. I think it was like 190. But his money thing was $999.99. $999.99. He maxed that pump out. Took it to the limit. Crazy. They're going to have to, I hate to say this, but they're going to have to add another digit to the fuel pumps. 999 ain't enough no more. I didn't feel good saying that, by the way, just so you know. Captain Cleaner Winger says, I do drive away now, drive somebody else's truck. Yeah, it's not a bad gig if you can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I should have reset that when the reefer kicked back on, and then I would have known how long it ran. Silly me. It went high mode. It went into high mode. It's getting ready to kick off again. So we'll reset this and we'll restart it when it kicks off. Drive someone else's truck. Exactly. Samuel's in the house. Best load board? ? What do you guys think is the best load board? I think overall for dry van and reefer, it's probably DAT. But I like to dig down also into the carrier load boards. You find a lot of good stuff on the carrier load boards, like JB Hunt, stuff like that. If you're flatbed, I hear that trucker. What is it? What's the other one? I can't remember. Trucker Tools? Truckstop. Maybe it's called Truckstop. Yeah, I think it's Truckstop. But yeah, Those two are the biggest ones, but a lot of times you got to dig down, like I know the guys in the office here where I'm at, they'll have 10 tabs open and they'll just be flipping and refreshing different load boards, 1, 2, 3 load board, all of them. What's that other one? Doft, D-O-F-T, Doft load board. I tell you, that's a good one if you want to just spend $10 a month to kind of see what freight's paying. I got rid of DAT because I didn't want to spend the money and I never book my own loads anymore. But I keep that Doft. It's like $10 a month. It's cheap, but it basically a lot of the loads on Doft, they just mimic what's on DAT. It's the same loads posted there as well. Truck diver. Okay, if I hadn't saw your avatar there, I would have called you truck driver. But no, this is truck driver. Wasn't trying to be a smart ass answer to the poll, but I set up my business to operate as cheap as possible. Crazy cheap. It ain't pretty, but it's paid for. Yeah. No, I don't remember the comment particularly, but I don't remember anybody getting out of pocket on that poll. Most guys were just honest answering. Everybody's scenario is so different. Let me see if I can. There's my live show. Let me turn the volume down on that mess. Come on. Let me thumbs up it and I'll move on to what I was going to look up. Always like yourself, Always like yourself on YouTube. Yeah, that thumbnail's pretty rough. Oof. I didn't realize how bad that looked. Ouch. Of course, I don't make those thumbnails to look like professional. The goofier they look, the more I like it. You know what I mean? It's more about just because nobody looks at the thumbnail, they glance at it and then they click on it. 426 votes. 426 votes so far. 250 a mile is winning. Let's see what we got here. Truck diver, where you at? What is cheap freight? I can make money with all these scenarios, no doubt. Yeah, way to be. Congratulations. Yeah, exactly. I can make money at $1.50. But it's and see, a lot of people, I was saying that's one load. I'm not talking about like how can you run your business. Okay, Reefer just kicked off. Hang on a second. Nope, not alarm. Timer. I need timer. There we go. Bam. There we go. So in the survey, I'm talking about like, what's the minimum you would take one load into a decent market, 800-mile run? What's the minimum you would need rate per mile on that? It's an 800-mile run. It's probably a 2-day run. I would not want to do it for $1.50, but if I was coming out of a horrible market, possibly I'd take $1.50 to get over to a better market. It wouldn't be the way I wouldn't want to run my business like that all the time. That's for sure. But the key to it is, somebody left a comment on your comment that said, you might as well be a company driver. And it's like, yeah, if every mile was $1.50, oh, you damn right, I'm a company driver. Like there's, because let's look at it like this. I put 20 cents a mile back for maintenance now that I paid off my truck. I bumped that up to 20 cents a mile. My fuel cost in April was 64 cents a mile. I'm at 84 cents a mile right there. And that ain't even counting the money I put back for my truck. Like to buy a new truck, I'm putting some money back for that. Emergency funds, and then I got to pay myself every week. So yeah, for sure. $1.50 is not what I'm going to haul freight for all the time. But, the scenario is kind of like, what would you want? And what could you do it for? Because so if you guys don't know, I'm doing a survey over on my community tab right now on YouTube, If you go to my channel, click on my channel and then go to community. I'm doing a question over there because I'm doing research for a video. Is what I'm doing. So a lot of people keep saying stuff about cheap freight, this, cheap freight, that. I'm just saying, like, what do you think is cheap freight? So the question is, I'll read it to you right here, word for word. 74 in the house. Everybody hit that like button for me if you could. We're closing in on 100. Oh, I'd like to see 100. If you can share it, share it. If not, just like it. That's good enough for me. I appreciate it. So the question is, what is cheap freight to you? This survey is based only on mileage rate. Let's use an example of 800-mile load that goes into an average paying area. Click the lowest mileage rate you would take. Thanks for participating. And then I have the options of $3.50, $3, $2.50, $2, $1.50. Basically 50-cent increments from $3.50 to $1.50. $2.50 is 40%. Almost half the votes are coming up $2.50. And that's like what's the least you would want to haul it for? So I think we're like a guy, like if you got paid off equipment, like me, I got paid off equipment. I don't pay for the trailer. I'm pretty fuel efficient. I shop the hell out of my fuel. Like, I mean, I pull every rabbit out of the hat to get cheap fuel. I got strategies on top of strategies to try to get the cheapest fuel. And, that's what I do. I try to keep my costs low. Like I said, my fuel cost in April was 64 cents a mile. It's not great, but it's not horrible. So could I make money at $1.50? Yeah, like probably a quarter profit on that, maybe. I mean, it's probably costing me like, by the time I pay myself, yeah, my cost is probably like $1.30 a mile these days, depending on how many miles I run in a week too. That's a big factor too. You got to keep up with, when you run less miles, you got to get good revenue, or there's a lot to think about. Like, people ask me how I pick loads. One time somebody asked me how I pick my loads. I said, just like my nose, knuckle deep. But there's a lot of strategy that goes into picking a load. You got to think about mileage rate. You got to think about day rate. You got to think about your gross revenue for the week, for the month. But ultimately what it comes down to is I try to pick the best load available to me at the time. Now, does that mean I'm deadheading 200 miles? Possibly. Does that mean I'm taking a lower rate from right where I'm at, trying to get out of that area? Sometimes it does. But there is no, like, this is 100% how I pick my loads. It's the best load out of the area, or the best load going to where I need to be. Just how it is. Thanks again, Sean, $5. I appreciate all the super chats everybody drops. Thank you, sir. That goes straight into the channel fund. That's how I pay for the StreamYard and the internet and everything. So thank you guys for that. Sterling says my reefer was $1,700 a month, $1.50 an hour. Question, Sterling, that $1.50 an hour, is that for the run hours or for the on hours? Just wondering, because I've heard it both ways. I've heard some places calculate it by how many hours, the run, and then others, like if you're doing start and stop, just how many hours it was on versus how many hours it actually ran. Two different, so. Yeah, that is, that's expensive. When rate was $4 or $5 a mile, man, that's nothing. Think of it like that. Like, if you're turning 30 grand a month, 40 grand a month in revenue, so what's 1,700 a month, 150 an hour? It's nothing. Because let me do some quick math here. If that thing ran every minute of every day, 168 hours, 168 hours, there it is. 168 times 4.4, that's 739 hours in a month. Let's say 740 to keep it clean. 740 times $1.50. That's 1110 on that, plus the 1700. That's $2,800 a month for a reefer. 2,800. Now it was a brand new reefer. I give you that. So, but I mean, maximum cost was 2,800 a month. It's not the end of the world if you're making 30, 40 grand a month off a piece of equipment. But boy, it's hard to make that work now that fuel's up, equipment's up, and all that, man. Glenn Davidson South says, hey, from Muskogee, Oklahoma. Come on with it. Come on with it. But yeah, I'll do a video about the survey later in the week. If you guys are interested in that, we will definitely get that ball rolling. Let's see here. Damn it, Sterling, that's some money. Yeah, you ain't just playing. That is some money. That is no play right there. That is hashtag no play. Let's see. Sorry, trying to do something on my phone here. I'm not a multitasker. Simple Express in the house. What am I looking at here? There we go. Simple Express in the house. I'm currently in 1099 position, 58 cents per mile. I was thinking about going to RTI with their lease purchase. RTI. I don't know. 58 cents a mile on a 1099 seems kind of low to me. I mean, there's some good W-2 positions out here paying like 60 plus cents a mile these days. I know, like, if you live in the Midwest, Eklund is paying like 71 cents a mile, company driver with free health care. But again, if you like where you're at, 58 cents a mile ain't going broke. That's for sure. With both feet with a super chat. Thank you, sir. $10 for hitting 10,000 the other day. Hit the like button, Scallywags. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, we hit 10,000 subscribers. If you guys don't know, I have been putting in the work to get those subscribers, and it's kind of starting to come around a little bit. We're getting a little bit, we're getting a little bit better, just a little bit. We're catching up. Sterling with $5. Thank you, sir. Sterling says your numbers were right. Running hours only, though. Oh, okay. I wound up doing a lot of dry van and flatbed. Pays better here in the West. Okay. Well, that's good that you can flip like that. You know what I mean? Like, it makes a difference. Now, back to RTI. I think RTI is a decent company if it's the one I'm thinking about. But I would really sit down and run the numbers on how much more you're going to be making doing the lease purchase from just being a company driver. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be like a good 20 cents a mile bonus because you got to pay taxes. I mean, it's kind of like 58 cents a mile as a 1099 driver. Like by the time you pay taxes, you're even to probably about a 52, 53 cents. That a guy would make company. Plus you got to buy your own insurance unless you got options for that. Like, me personally, I have to purchase my own insurance, but I know some guys got spouses that work, and have health insurance. So, Jackknife TV in the house. Also, if you're in a decent carrier and you self-dispatch, try talking to them, see if they lower your percentage down. Out of nowhere, I just had my percentage load from 20 to 15%. There you go. The reason why is I self-dispatch and they barely know how even exist except for me transflowing my paperwork in. Yeah, that's a good way to be, man. I like companies like that. Leave you alone, let you do your job. Steve's in the house. What up, Steve? Hey, folks. Jackknife TV says, holy crap, Sterling, I thought mine was bad paying $14 a week for a spring ride extra lease trailer from the carrier. $1,400 a week or $1,400 a month? I think that might be month. Yeah, if that's a spring ride, Is that a dry van or a reefer? Ooh, man, 1400 either way. That's expensive. I think you get that from the carrier too, right? TBT USA in the house says, we love the channel. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. What am I looking at here? What am I? Only 9 more subscribers to 500. Hey, do me a favor, everybody. 9 guys, hop out and go over there and click on that East Texas trucker. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. See if you like him. If you like him, subscribe. Get him 500. Let's see if we can bump his numbers up a little bit here. Steve says, Truck Smarter load board is free. Okay, Truck Smarter load board is free. Is that an app? I have to look that up. Where's my paper? A lot of times I always keep a scrap paper available during a live show. A lot of times people give me things that are very useful. Truck Smarter. Okay. Load board. I mean, I know you can look up stuff for free, like on 1, 2, 3 load board and stuff like that, but that DOF gives you quite a few options of loads. You know, it's got quite a bit of volume on it for only $10. And it also does the estimated rates and stuff like that, which helps. Down to 8 ETT, okay. Negro in the house. If you're doing 58 cents a mile, $10.99, it's like doing 45 cents a mile on a W-2 once your taxes get paid. Do better, my guy. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're strictly talking money, yeah, I would say if you're buying your own health insurance, yeah, you're probably in the low 50s, high 40s. But again, if you're somewhere you like and you know it works for you, you know, sometimes chasing the best paying job isn't always the greatest, but that's typically what I've done in the past. When I was a company driver, I'm out here to make the most money. I don't care. Like, treat me like a number, treat me like a person. I don't care. You know, give me freight, keep me moving, and get me home when I want to be home, and we good. We good. Sterling says, I like the Lion's Den load board. Hashtag come on, Lion's Den. Never heard of that one either. Damn, y'all know all these load boards. East Texas Trucker, thanks. Yeah, maybe we'll get them over there. I'm looking forward to calculating my cost per mile from 10 weeks of operation when I go home. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Heck Rod in the house. What up, Cash? Not much. We chilling. 65 in the house. We trying to get it to 100. I'd love to see a live show with 100 people. Just for the hell of it. G Star in the house. Good evening, Mr. Cash. A trucker hustlers, please. Tell DIY to email me carrier packets so I join his new brokerage. There you go. DIY is listening. There you go. People need them carrier packets, dog. People want them carrier packets. Jackknife TV says, I don't know. I'm out here to kill it. If fuel was under $4, $2.50 a mile, I'd be okay with. Yeah, that's the way I am. I'm not here to merely survive. I am here to thrive. I agree with that, you know. We got a special guest. Let's see what this wild man's doing. What up with it?
What's going on tonight, young feller?
We doing Mother's Day live show. What's new in DIY's world?
Just out here moving. Whoop. Dropping my phone. You know.
Did you fall in a hole?
I dropped the damn phone.
In the river?
Might as well be. There we are.
Somebody said they need a carrier packet. They trying to get that freight you got.
Oh, yeah. Send me an email. Adam at apex-cargo.com.
Ooh. Run that by us again.
Adam, ADAM, at apex, APEX-cargo.com.
There you go, boys. Email them up. Apex all the way. $10 super chat from Simple Express says, I'm $10.99, 58 cents a mile, 3,600 miles per week. I don't pay for anything for the truck, but I want to try working on getting a truck and figure lease purchase would be a start to learn. If you can get into a good one, it is, but if you get into a bad one, you will learn the wrong lessons. You will learn. It's the school of hard knocks if you don't get into a good lease purchase.
But aren't they looking into those lease purchases now? The government, they're going to fix everything. All they'll do is just declare them, illegal, and just declare everybody an employee.
Yeah, maybe.
Another way around AB5, right?
Maybe. It could be. It could be. I don't know. I think they should leave people alone, let them work the way they want to work as long as they're working. You know what I mean? We got too many people in this country not working.
I agree. As long as both sides agree to it, like there's nothing mandatory,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the taxes are going to get paid one way or another. Let's face it.
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't want to lose your free right of association. It's just another freedom to lose.
Yep. I see an orange truck in the background there. I seen a corner of it.
Oh.
Nothing I shouldn't be seeing, but
give away all my secrets. I work a little bit.
Hey, here's a secret. Buy a Columbia. Maintain it well.
What's step 2?
If it ever becomes a pain in your ass, roll the window down, park it in the river.
Do I set the brakes once we got her stopped?
I would. You wouldn't want it to float away.
No.
Now, quick question. Have you removed all the sticky, crunchy towels from that truck?
There's one. I got the pry bar out. I couldn't get it off the floor.
It walked out on its own when it was ready.
And for some strange reason, my leaf blower is missing.
Oh, shoot. He done went and put a ring on that thing. Oh, man. Are you getting ready to go trailer trucking?
I'm just dropping a trailer, ready to get back in my truck.
Okay.
Been a long time since I've done this, better make sure I disconnected everything.
Right. No doubt. We appreciate you stopping by today. You sound a little better. The other day you sounded like you might have pneumonia.
20 minutes after that live stream, I was in the emergency room.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man, there would have been a place to live stream from.
We got some issues.
Dang.
Let's get back in the truck here.
Well, you know what I always say?
What's that?
Driving a Freightliner will cure anything.
The exhaust smell, you mean? Nothing can survive that?
No, I mean all the jarring. It'll jar all the. It's a detox.
Oh. Yeah, that too.
Oh, man. Nothing makes you feel better like pooping in a bucket, am I right?
No, we don't do that.
Oh, man. Yeah, good to see you on the channel. Appreciate a shout out the other day. If you guys don't know my guest here, this is DIY Semi. Go check out his channel. He is the encyclopedia of trucking. That's what I have deemed him as his slogan as. He knows everything there is to know about trucking.
That sets me up to let a lot of people down,
You're a great bullshitter. You'll get way into it before they go.
I'll get all their money before they catch on.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys don't know, DIY, he's got the #1 video about starting your own authority. If you've got interest in starting your own authority, just Google Trucking Authority and you will get 9 DIY Semi videos recommended to you every day for the rest of your life.
That hat, is that just an advertisement or is that a way of life?
I say it's a tradition in Iowa. It's an Iowa tradition.
It's how you raise your children.
Right. Yeah, I found it. I found one. It ain't the red one I wanted, but it'll work. It'll work.
Okay. Just opened me a merch store. Big announcement.
Okay.
Although it's not posting on my page, so I don't know why. I might have to look further into that. I put the link in the description of my videos, but it should be posting under my videos. I don't know why it's not.
Yeah, I was emailing with YouTube for about an hour last night. They kept telling me, well, just click on the merchandise tab. And I'm like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have a merchandise tab. And then they're like, well, do you qualify? I'm like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I qualify, but there's no damn tab there. Dude, literally 2 hours of that, I gave up. I mean, it was literally just, I think I was fighting with an algorithm.
Yeah, you're probably talking to an AI computer.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a big run in a circle. So you going to go put freight on that trailer? What are we doing?
No, I got a guy taking his truck in to get work done. So I'm like, hey, well, he's off. I'm going to drag his trailer up here to get the unit serviced. And
okay.
When it's done, I'm going to put a tire on it, and he should be fixed. I'll give it back to him. All pretty like.
What's the cost for you to service a guy's unit?
How much you got? Everything you got. That's how much.
Just wondering.
These days, I'll call it a $50 bill and a bag of chips. I don't know.
Oh, man. Times are tough out here. I'm telling you. Times are tough.
They are tough.
Yeah. How's booking freight going? I hear loads are canceling everywhere.
It's not great. Oh, yeah. So now the new thing is, when they cancel a load, if you're lucky enough to get a call, and not find out at the shipping window, they call your driver and tell him at midnight, and don't bother to call the dispatcher or the company. They just call the driver and assume that that's freaking good enough. Gosh, damn it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Had it happen twice this weekend, and it was, a good, well, I don't know. I used to think they're a good broker, but more and more they're starting to really pull a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
And it's anymore, you can't have freight cancel especially on a weekend. You're just stuck with nothing, man. Mm-hmm. I did manage to find something for tomorrow. I found one guy a shorty for today, and then the other guy got a load for tomorrow, but none of them are good. It's frustrating, man. I tell you what, it's frustrating.
So if I book a load with you through your brokerage, you're not going to call and cancel it at midnight on a Saturday or a Friday?
Only if it picks up at like 1 a.m. I like to give, at least an hour notice.
Right. Yeah.
Don't ask for a tono. I'll lose my ability to communicate with you.
Yeah. I was going to say, make sure you cancel it right before you got to pay that tono.
Yeah. Tell you what, man.
Keep an eye on that tracking, right before they get to the shipper, you call and cancel it.
I'm sorry, are you 49.8 miles away or 51.2? Stop, I got to tell you something. Pull over, we got to talk.
I swear to God, that's what's going on these days, man. I got a video coming out this week about brokers and whatnot and some of the games they're playing right now. It's unbelievable. I mean, I'm not one to sit here and just talk smack about brokers, because, hell, I have you on my channel, so, I'm not against brokers 100%. So,
I tell you what.
Don't know, DIY also freight broker now.
Honestly, you'll gain a little bit different perspective. See a lot more things that go on. Don't get me wrong, brokers, like especially right now, shady as hell, like screwing people left and right. Fully acknowledge that's going on. Don't think shippers ain't doing it too. And as much as brokers are screwing us, don't think they ain't screwing each other, man. Holy crap. They will cut your legs out from under you for $25 to get your freight. But it's everybody's screwing everybody right now, honestly. Even there's arguments between shippers and receivers, not that quite as bad as it was 6-8 months ago when prices were sky high, but man, they fight a lot too. It's really something seeing all the fighting and bickering that goes on behind the scenes. And as usual, truckers are standing at the bottom of the hill waiting for that ball of crap rolling down with your mouth wide open. But no regulation that's going to change that.
Can you guys hear DIY? I think I lost him. My internet is horrible.
I can hear you. I hear you pretty well.
Oh, I lost DIY. I got no internet here. Sorry about that, DIY. Well, let me see if I can get you back in here. There we go. Are you there now?
How that? You got me now?
Oh, it's still locked up on me. I got 1.4 megabytes of internet here, so I'm working on a limited capacity.
The people can hear me. The folks that matter can hear me.
Yeah, I can't hear you on my end, DIY. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll cut you loose. I'll just go back to watching. We good?
Yeah, if you can hear me, we'll try this again another day. It's just not working right now.
Okay, see you later.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I couldn't hear him. I don't know. Could you guys hear him? It was locked up on my end. Like I said, I did an internet test here before I started this, and I was literally getting 1.4 gigs or megabytes. Let me do an internet test here. Run a speed test. It's pretty bad here where I'm at. Pretty bad. I'm kind of out in the woods a little bit. Let's see what we get. Oh my God, I'm not even getting a megabyte. Oh my God. 0.3 megabytes of internet. Holy moly. I don't see how any of this is working. Oh, there it goes. It's up to 2. Oh, it tried to get to 2. Yeah, let me get back to it. I got horrible internet. Let me run through some comments real quick. Thanks, everybody, for hanging around with me. E60 Trigger says, I'm looking forward to... Okay, I done read that one. Sorry. Let me get called back up here where I'm at. Let's see. Here we go. Grumpy old trucker in the house says, in these times, I would take the $1.50 to get to a better market. Beats deadheading and burning fuel without pay. Yeah, it depends on what it is and how's it doing, you know, like there's definitely some thought to be had there. I hate deadheading a long way for free, that's for sure. E60 Trigger says, G-Star DIY posted the email on his last live stream. There you go. I didn't know that. I'll have to go back and check that out. Brandon Bearden. Am I saying it right? Bearden. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. What's up? I've seen you in here before. I don't remember you having your last name on there. Maybe that's what's throwing me. With both feet in the houses, email him to request one. Adam at apexcargo.com. There you go. That's a good idea. Get in that network, you know. Get in that network. Steve, no backhand. Yeah. Joshua in the house says, you're the king of cash. Come on. That's right. I try to be. Negro says, costs are $1 a mile with fuel. My bottom line is $1.50 a mile or I'm parking it. Yeah. I mean, by the time I pay myself, I'm probably up to like $1.30, $1.40, depending on how many miles I crush in a week or a month. But yeah, I mean, I'm not out here to just run for free. E6 Church says, my strategy, right, my strategy is fill up in Ohio. If you got good discounts in Ohio, yeah, remember to subtract out your ifta. That's what matters. Fuel minus ifta. Captain Cleaner Wiener, I'm a 1099, but truly self-employed. Work when I want, 75 cents a mile plus fuel surcharge. Mudflap is really helpful. Have been able to fuel for less than my surcharge so far. Amazing. Thank you for letting us know that about Mudflap. Love the hat. That's me all the way. Yeah, it's an Iowa tradition. Endless Ghost. I think that's $1.50 these days, regardless of location. Pretty much working that run for free. Yeah. There's not a lot of profit in it at that rate. That's for damn sure. I want to say again, thanks to DIY for coming in. If you guys don't know DIY Semi, Go check him out. The guy really does know more about trucking than about anybody I know. And he's got a great channel over there. Great channel. I love the red. All right. Thank you. With both feet. Thank you again for $10 super chats. Negro says, you can still turn a profit at $1.50 dry van and paid off equipment, but I'd probably park it by the second week. Yeah, you wouldn't want to run miles on your truck like that because it's gonna have to, it's gonna have to wear out your equipment, and you're gonna have to replace it at some point, even with paid off equipment. That's the way I look at it with my truck. It's paid off, but hell, if I can't put nothing back, like, what's the point? E60 Trigger says, I'm not an expert on business trends, but as far as I know, there's generally very little time when you don't have to manage costs smartly and still make a killing. Q4 2020, Q1 2022 was truly crazy. Yeah, it was. It was. Thanks again, Sterling. Appreciate the super chats, guys. You guys are the best. You are the best. Werner paid me 60 cents as a company driver. That's not bad as long as you're getting some miles. A lot of these mega fleets, you average 2,000 miles a week, 2,200 miles a week. I'm not going to be on the road for 7 days for 2,200 miles. That's 300 miles a day average. But if you get a good dedicated account or something, a good dispatcher, load planner, 60 cents a mile, man, can make some money. That's for sure. DIY, there you go. Click on that, guys. Click on him. Give him a shout out over there. Steve says, yep, Alp, I have a link. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Can I just go on your channel and click that link? Is that how that works? Now that's a creative name. Yeah. G-Star, here you go. Here you go. Here comes DIY from the top rope. That's for sure. That's for sure. Thanks for the $10 super chat, Simple Express. I much appreciate that. I do. With both feet. Says the polar plunge. Yeah, no doubt. No more polar plunges. You don't know what's in that water. You don't know what's in that water. East Texas Trader says, how do we have such major staff shortages issues at every retail fast food joint with unemployment at 3.6%? Something doesn't add up. Yeah. Is unemployment really still at 3.6%? I ain't heard nothing about it in a while. That's government math. Yeah, that's government math, East Texas Trucker. That's for sure. That's for sure. Whoop, hang on. Adam, when you hop in tanker or hazmat, all right, Reefer just cut off. It ran for 34 minutes that time. Let's see how long it's off, because it may be worth just turning that thing on continuous, honestly. I might use less fuel. Of course, it's getting cool now. The sun has pretty much went over. Let's see what we got here. Adam, I think I saw your merch link on the last live, but not on the last video. Yeah, he's got him a merch tent going now. DIY merch available. Daryl, sounds good. Yes, we can. Okay. Stream is good here. Thank you very much. We can hear him. Good deal. I couldn't hear him on my end. My internet is terrible. Let me see what that speed test. 0.4 megabytes download. Megabits, excuse me. 4 megabits download. 0.83 upload. My server is Dallas server. Just bad. It's just bad internet. See, audio's good on this end. Yeah, you guys probably heard him more than I could. Cattle hauling, loud and clear. There we go. I hear Adam. Good deal. Are you still using the PDA net? Yeah, I switched it up a little bit, and it seems to be working much better. So, hopefully we're good there. I don't think my chat's uploading now, so it says my last chat was from 7:51. So, Joshua says, did you watch the video from Alex about the broker stealing Amazon loads? No, I haven't seen that one yet. I am way behind on videos right now. I got a bunch of people's videos I got to get caught up on. I do them all in the watch later, and then it kind of ebb and flows. I get through a bunch, and I build up a bunch, and then, yeah. But we've been at this for an hour and a half. I don't want to hold up everybody's day. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Hopefully, we got you down the road a little bit here. Hopefully, there comes my chat. Now it's all coming through. Now it's all coming through, so it's a little late for that now. But thanks, everybody. I much appreciate you out there. Steve says Dallas servers crunch up this time of day. Bottleneck. Okay. Steve knows what's up. Thanks, everybody. Like I say, we've been at this for an hour and a half. Thanks for everybody that came in, hit that like button, everything. I think we maxed out at about 72 people. I am very impressed with that. Thank you, guys. I got to charge some batteries and get to bed. I got a 6 a.m. delivery in the morning, about 7 miles away from here. But the big dilemma is I got to pick up a load by 9 p.m. and then it's got to go 700 miles by the next morning. So I got a 700 mile over, 1 day run. So, Uno, good night. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys. With both feet, thanks for coming in. Man versus road. There you go. Take care. Everybody be safe out there. Thanks for joining me. Good night.